All right. This is guaranteed to be something. What will this be? We know it's something, okay? It's about 5:30 almost. 5:30 almost in the morning. And we are going to try to rank the best closers in all of baseball right here, right fucking now at 5:30 in the morning. The coffee's still brewing. The coffee's not even ready yet. I still have to take a shower before work. Happy fucking Friday, by the way, to everybody who celebrates. If you don't celebrate, that's on you. Everybody should fucking celebrate. It's Friday. It's the reverse Garfield of days. So, you know. And real quick, I have a show at the Ice House this upcoming Saturday, not tomorrow, but next weekend. Ice House on the 23rd of August. I'll be doing my second show at the Ice House. It was fucking awesome earlier this month when I did it, and I'm real excited for this second one too. It's definitely the favorite place I've been to so far. It's awesome place, but shows at 9 p.m. Thanks again to Josh and Laugh Bombs for putting me on. And I'm really excited about that show coming up Saturday the 23rd. So, yeah, just wanted to make sure I mentioned that early here. All right. So, we're going to do this live. This is going to be difficult. And I've always enjoyed like ranking closers and like, figuring out which ones are best and why. So my overall, here's really, and also keep in mind, this is fucking gonna be fast, okay? We're gonna try to make this episode 15 minutes or less. That is my goal. And I've wanted to just write out an article doing this for so long, and I still will at some point. But with what I was thinking this morning, this is just what's happening. So the factors that I am most considering, things I find valuable in a closing pitcher. First of all, what is a closing pitcher? It is your best reliever who you trust to come into a game in the ninth inning when you're up by 3 runs or less, or you're about to lose the fucking game one way or the other. You bring in the closer to make sure that you win the game, and he helps you nail it down. That's what a closer does. And if you want to follow along, maybe it'll be maybe Jesus Christ, get it together. I know it's 5 a.m., but come on. I'm looking at the closer depth, DEPTH, depth chart. Not trying to say that like Jimmy from South Park. I'm looking at the closer depth chart on Fangraphs. So if you want to kind of follow along and see what my exact reference point is, that is what I'm using. The closer depth chart from Fangraphs. This is what I've been using for years for fantasy baseball to see who's getting save opportunities and all that shit. So that is exactly what I'm using. And after the trade deadline, there's been a lot of, different things happening with relievers moving around. Lots of teams added relievers. So that is also a factor. So the things that I consider for how I'm valuing these closers, a few things that matter. How much, what do your strikeouts look like? Can you strike a guy out when you need to? Because closers have to come in and, bases loaded. Hey, don't lose the fucking game. Less than 2 outs. And, sometimes you need a strikeout. And also, it's just a good testament to how nasty your stuff is. So I think that helps as well. So that is a factor. How many strikeouts you have compared to innings pitched is something that I put some stock into. I believe I have what is this? Okay, Ks per nine. We've got Ks per nine in the stats here, which means how many strikeouts do these guys get over a 9 inning span? Haha. Also, how good is your team? Because if your team's winning a lot of games, then that means that you're ahead in the late stages of a lot of games. So how good is your team is another factor, because then if your team is winning at the end of games, then you're getting opportunities to close it out and win the fucking game. Duh. So how good your team is. Do you have strikeout stuff? Another thing I'm taking into account, earned run average. Very big stat for pitchers. As a closer, I feel like it is an expectation that you keep that shit down. It's got to be below a 4 by the end of the year. Otherwise, I feel like that's a blemish on your season. So extra points pretty much if you have an ERA 2 something or below, just because that looks great on the eyes. 3 is respectable as well. We won't discriminate too much in the 3 range, but 2 and less ERA, crucial stat here. So let's see, fucking about 6 minutes in. All right, we're going to get to it. So I can tell you right now, number 1, Andres Munoz from the Mariners. He checks all those boxes. He's been absolutely filthy all year. He's on a good team. He strikes guys out. 11.5 Ks per 9. Oh, and also, how many saves do you have? Saves is the closer stat, which saves is the exact same thing I explained, where, you come into a game, you can look up, save situations and whatever. Again, I'm trying to expedite this shit. But Andres Munoz, he's at number 1, and I'm going to tell you why. 1.34 ERA, 11.5 Ks per 9. So, say figuratively, if he was going to pitch a 9-inning game, he's getting 11 strikeouts. That's pretty fucking good. So, Andres Munoz, and how many saves does he have, Adam? Jesus Christ. 28 saves. 28 saves, 1.34 ERA, 11.5 Ks per 9. He's on a good team. Andres Munoz, absolute dog. He's been getting after it this year. Who are we putting in number 2? Now, Josh Hader just got hurt. I remember that. Guy for the Astros who's been pretty fucking good. Emmanuel Clase has been put on leave due to most likely gambling. That's another thing. Felix Bautista is hurt. I'm scrolling of it. This is nerve-wracking. This is nerve-wracking trying to do this quickly and doing this while recording. So who else are we considering? Edwin Diaz is a possibility. 1.37, 1.57 ERA, excuse me. That coffee's about ready. I might need it. But who are we putting at number 2? I am frantically scrolling. How about this? We'll see. We might make a follow-up episode. I'm going to make that disclaimer right now so we can refine this fucking process, and I'll write about it. But how about number 2? Let's do Robert Suarez of the San Diego Padres. Now, where he lacks ever so slightly, and I told you we wouldn't talk too much shit about it, ERA 3.16, but he's got 33 saves. 9.3 Ks per 9. That's pretty good too. And his ERA is in a good range. If he doesn't, start fucking up by the end of the year, he'll get that below 2. 33 saves. He's on a really good team. He's a big part of their success. So we're gonna go Robert Suarez. I believe it's pronounced. At number 2. Number 3, we're going further back here. Number 3, and then we'll get some fucking coffee. How about that? So, oh man, all right. Let's see if this, hold on. Let me scroll briefly. Brief scroll. Hold on to me. Please, maybe don't. All right, fuck it, we're doing it. Okay, number 3. Yohan Duran of the Philadelphia Phillies. We're going to put him at number 3. He was traded in the deadline, rescued from the Twins, who pretty much got rid of everybody. Yohan Duran throws hard as fuck. 9.5 Ks per 9. ERA 1.85. And then 20 saves. He's gotten less than the majority of those, with his new team, the Phillies. But, he's on a great team. They are certainly making the playoffs. They've been a threat to win the World Series the last few years. Kyle Schwarber, people want him to win the MVP. Team's really good. Ks per nine's good. 20 saves. ERAs are really good. He's just not piling on the saves like Robert is. So Johan Duran at number 3. Okay, we're back at it. We got coffee and even less time. So here we go. Also, first sponsor in the history of the Bullpen Podcast. There's this energy drink company called Dubby. And if you go to w.gg and use code Bullpen, that's BULLPEN, you get 10% off. And it's a great way to support the show. I've almost gone through my first tub of it, and it's a red one. It's sold out, unfortunately. But there's a sampler pack on there where it's like $18 before the discount. You can get a shaker cup and then a few flavors and packets to try. I got that as well, and I was a big fan of it. It's an energy drink, but you put a scoop in some water, and then you shake that shit up. It's pretty good. It doesn't make you crash like any other energy drink does. And I've been enjoying it. Doesn't make you feel jittery like you're on crack or whatever, but it does the job, and I've been enjoying it. And use code Bullpen at w.gg for 10% off. A great way to support them and support the show as well. So there you go. Number 4, we gotta fucking haul a little bit of ass here because I gotta shower. So, you know what? Number 4, and I told you I'm gonna die on this hill. If we will make a follow-up episode next week if we have to, but we're gonna put Edwin Diaz, closer of the New York Mets, at number 4. His ERA is really fucking good. It was not this good last year, if I remember correctly. ERA 1.57. He's got 23 saves. 13.3 Ks per 9. He is really thriving. Mets also recently acquired Ryan Helsley from the Cardinals. Fucking rest in peace, the Cardinals giving a fuck about their season. That is a shame. But, Edwin Diaz, we're going to put him at number 4. 1.57 ERA, 23 saves. And, like I said, the Ks per 9 is really good. The Mets have been sucking. Oh, my God, dude, Grimace. We're going to talk about Grimace sooner rather than later. He needs to come back and help these fuckers. Apparently, they've been struggling. So, Edwin Diaz, number 4. He's been a dog. He's got a great entrance. What else is there to say? All right, we're back to scrolling. Why do I feel like this is going to be hard? Oh, man. Oh, we'll leave him for later. I have a feeling this list could get really sloppy near the end, and I'm nervous for that. Mason Miller was recently traded from the A's to the Padres, and I guarantee you he would have been in the top 5. I've been a fan of him for a while. Devin Williams, as you saw by the last episode, has been sucking. Wow, I can't believe this. The state of the closers is really fucking changed just by looking at this. This is definitely going to get sloppy near the end. All right, no more fucking around here. You know what? Sue me. Randy Rodriguez of the San Francisco Giants. You are number 5. Congratulations. He was recently promoted to the closer role after Camilo Doval was traded to the Yankees in the trade deadline. This guy's been lights out all year. He was in a setup role for a lot of the year. Not always getting save opportunities. Ryan Walker was the closer at the start of the year. Then Doval gets traded. Now it's Randy. 1.51 ERA. He's only gotten 3 saves. I told you he has not had the role very long, but 12.1 Ks for 9, Ks for 9, whatever. And he's got good stuff. He's got great numbers. His team is okay. They're in the middle of a really good division. May not make the playoffs, but you know, him himself, he's legit, and him himself is a sentence. So, deal with that. All right, I fucking hate this, but we're gonna say it for the sake of doing this. Trevor McGill, congratulations, closer of the Milwaukee Brewers. My Cardinals bias coming through here. 2.2 ERA, 28 saves. That's pretty good. 10.8 Ks for 9. He's on a great team. I hate to say it. The Brewers are really fucking good this year. And so we'll put Trevor McGill at number 6. Another NL Central, Emilio Pagan. Kind of a surprise this year. I don't think he walked into the closer role, but he's been good all year for Cincinnati. I have him on one of my teams, fantasy teams, and I've been thrilled with him. He's been my best closer. That's the team with Devin Williams that got fucked last week a little bit. But yeah, Pagan, 2.86 ERA, 25 saves, 10.5 Ks per 9. His team is mid as fuck. It's the Cincinnati Reds, but they're battling for a wild card spot right now, and he's gotten a lot of save opportunities. So Emilio Pagan at number 7. We got a few more here before we get through this fucking list. Josh Hader got hurt. I already told you. You know what? Carlos Estevez, which I think is how you pronounce it, for the Royals, who are not a very good team. This guy's got some really good numbers, and he's held on to this job all year. Lucas Erceg is a setup guy for them that could definitely close out games if they wanted him to, but he's not. So the more you know. Carlos Estevez is how we're going to say that's pronounced. He's got 30 saves on a bad team. Good job doing the Ryan Helsley thing. And 2.92 ERA. He's kept that down. I think he had a lot worse season last year. Ks per 9, the weakest so far at 7.4. So I could be noteworthy. Could not be. Who cares? The Royals are not very good. I'm noticing a trend here. These teams, these last two, I guess. I'm noticing a trend. The last two. I don't know if that counts as a trend. Never mind. Who else we got here? We got a few more spots to fill up. You know what? This is a new take. Let's take Cade Smith of the Cleveland Guardians, and I'll tell you why. He has been their most reliable setup guy for at least 2 seasons. He's at number 9, by the way. Cade Smith. Emmanuel Clase is on, what the fuck is it? Administrative leave or some shit. Because it's very likely that he was involved in some kind of gambling situation. That's a shame because he's been like the best fucking reliever for the last few years. But Cade Smith, he's been the closer in waiting, if you ask me, for more than a year or two, and now he's getting the opportunity. I traded him away in one of my fantasy leagues, and I'm now pissed about it. But he will almost certainly walk into next year with that job unless Clase is suddenly back. The restricted list is what he's on. Yeah, it's the fucking probable gamblers list. But Smith has not had this for very long. 2.67 ERA, only 6 saves, but 12.3 Ks per 9. And he's been rock solid the last couple years. So, Cade Smith, number 9, last reliever getting in here. Who the fuck is it gonna be? We got a few choices. Oh my god, what a fuck up on my part. See, this is why we're gonna revisit this next week. Aroldis Chapman, I'm so fucking sorry. I can't believe I overlooked you, but this is the problem with doing this live and not preparing ahead of time. So we will revisit this, and Aroldis will be higher. But Aroldis Chapman will wrap up the list at number 10. Incredible ERA, 1.18, 21 saves, 12.8 Ks per 9. He's almost averaging 13 strikeouts in an inning. That is impossible. 13 strikeouts per 9 innings. And the Red Sox have been hot. The Yankees have been struggling. And I am appalled that Aroldis did not get in there sooner. So I'm sorry. That is the problem with doing this live. I don't know who made that decision, but we will have a company meeting with them in the Moose Media conference room. That's just me talking in a mirror, just looking schizophrenic, I guess. Honorable mention, honorable mentions. Peter Fairbanks of the Tampa Bay Rays, sub 3 ERA, 20 saves, really low Ks per nine in comparison. David Bednar, now labeled as the Yankees closer. He's actually been pretty good this year. Not a ton of save opportunities with New York yet since getting there. But he's got good numbers. He's got a lot of closing experience as well. So honorable mention to David Bednar. Sorry, Jeff Hoffman. I'm not a fan of you. I'm happy for you. You've held on to the closer job this long. Kyle Finnegan, recently traded to Detroit from Washington. 3.74 ERA, 23 saves. Another low Ks per nine, 7.9. In comparison, that's just barely higher than Estevez. Mason Miller's no longer a closer, technically, but honorable mention to him. He throws hard as fuck. He's in San Diego. He's absolutely the number 2 guy there. Another number 2 guy in Seattle behind Munoz, Matt Brash. I like the way he throws. I think he's a dog, but Munoz is just so solid. This guy doesn't get a lot of opportunities to close, but he's pretty good. Rafael, I think is how that's pronounced. That's horrendous. Iglesias of the Braves. Numbers not as great as they have been in the past, and his team is not very good, but we'll throw him in at the end here. Daniel Palencia of the Chicago Cubs, I will reluctantly mention at the end. Cardinals bias, it's my list. Again, we'll revisit it. Maybe I'll have a change of heart. But we threw him in there at the end. Dodgers are a fucking mess in the closer department. They got a whole bullpen on the ERA, Adam. EIEIO, motherfucker. Okay. They got a whole bullpen on the injured list. And the Dodgers have been a mess. Tanner Scott's been hurt for a while. He's supposed to be their closer. ERA over 4 with 19 saves. That is a dishonorable mention. He's not been that good. So there is my top 10 list to recap before we get the fuck out of here. Let's go from 10 to 1, and I told you we're going to revisit this. Number 10, Aroldis Chapman of the Red Sox. Number 9, Cade Smith of the Guardians. Number 8, Carlos Estevez of the Royals. Emilio Pagan at number 7 of the Cincinnati Reds. Big Pagan guy. Trevor McGill of the Brewers, number 6. The best team, unfortunately, on this list, I think. Randy Rodriguez of the Giants, number 5. See, that was him and Chapman need to switch in their areas. Edwin Diaz of the Mets, number 4, even though the Mets have been sucking. Yohan Duran, number 3. The Phillies, rock solid. Robert Suarez, Padres, number 2. Been very fucking good. And then Andres Munoz, as I said, of the Seattle Mariners, who is the epitome or the epitome, whatever you'd like to say, of how to do this fucking job, at number 1. So thank you very much for listening. This was not 15 minutes long, so if you're still here, thank you very much. Once again, I'll be back at the Ice House on Saturday, August 23rd at 9 p.m. You can find tickets at the link in my bio in Instagram, Adam__Reinhardt. You can find it over there. Also, if you go to the Bullpen Podcast on Instagram, not too hard to find there either. W.GG, use code Bullpen for 10% off, as I mentioned. That shit tastes good. I enjoy it. And this was fun. This was fun to do this sporadically and get the list out for the first time in my life and do it properly. And if I ever write about it, I'll tell you. I'd really want to. And again, thank you very much for listening. We'll be back this upcoming Monday. I'm going to haul ass to upload this before work. And once again, I appreciate it. And have a great fucking Friday and a great weekend. And Aroldis Chapman, once again, I'm sorry. You should have been higher on the list.